Hi and hello, Let's Play fans, it's your pal Berg787, back with episode 3 of our Itza, Gor-Rok, Legendary Mortal Empires Total War II campaign. Where did we leave off? So basically what I remember we're doing, we're moving over here, we're going to recruit a little bit more, we're going to sort of change this army composition a little bit around. Generally these are staying, we're going to grab a couple of Stegodons, maybe some Chameleon Skinks as well. These guys are going to get shunted off. Might keep these actually, Pterodon Riders, possibly. I do quite like them. But yeah, one other thing we're going to do is we are going to rename Rocklon at a request. I'm going to change his name to Booty Juice. If you'd like someone named after you, let me know in the comments. Might be a little bit late now for this campaign, but generally speaking, going forward, I'll name characters after, well, pretty much anyone who leaves a comment. So there you go. We do need this to get upgraded though, don't we? So that's going to be 4 turns. Oh, right, they came down and took that, did they? Did I know that? Did I notice that in the last episode? I can't remember. Alright, let's bump this attack up a bit. Alright, let's move you up. That's the priest. Okay. So we got a campaign movement range. Good. Could possibly upgrade that, but again, I'm not 100% sure I'm going to keep those Pterodon Riders, so... Might actually do this. Let's do that. So I am going to grab some Skinks. We unfortunately aren't going to build that because we are waiting to be able to upgrade that building of beasts. We're not going to go on do this fight yet. What actually is this? Where does it? This is armor, right? And the armor that I've actually got for Gor-Rok is just generally better, I think. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, it is kind of nice, but it's not even like something that's constant, is it? It's only for 23 seconds that shielded ends. Yeah. Just don't think it's worth it. Is there anyone we could be training with that we're not? No. Nope.
Warhammer, my throng stands ready. Will not.
Truth be told, I'm not entirely sure they're even going to be alive in 7 turns, but I guess we'll see. If not, we'll just adjust our plan accordingly. The great plan. We'll instead go and smash this guy up. He doesn't like us already, so... we've already read this one, haven't we? So we could get more Winds of Magic for 1,000 gold, but I kind of need all the pennies that I can gather at the moment, so... Yeah. It's rather frustrating. Can I get some money from people who like me? Probably not, but... I guess if you don't ask... If you don't ask, you don't get. I suppose I could charge these guys for a defensive alliance, right? Alright, there we go. Kind of don't really want to just dump these, but because I won't be able to get them back, but I think I am, just to save on some costs. Have I not built that building yet? Why weren't chameleon skinks there? Oh right, they are. I just couldn't. For some reason, I thought that I couldn't scroll over any further. I was like, "Whoa, where are they?" But there they are, and they'll be roughly around the same level, so that's fine. I suppose I could have moved my agents as well, but I didn't really have money to do anything with them this turn. Whilst I would like to level you up a bit, I kind of don't really want to smash these walls up too badly just yet, because
for the wisdom of Valea.
It's quite a bit of toughness there, isn't it? I do want you involved. I do want you to start stealing some research. Oh well, might as well just start. Alright, it's going to be a couple more turns. Can't afford to do anything here. Gonna get you down here. You can start raiding once we enter his territory. Gor-Rok, you move over here. Do I actually want another chameleon skink now? I do like having them. They are quite useful, but maybe 3 is enough. Because I was kind of thinking of going 6 stegodons. But if I do this, then I can only get 5. So maybe we do shoo off one of these. Or maybe 5 stegodons is enough. No, I want 6. Actually, how many? What's our recruitment capacity here? 5. But I suppose when I go to do it, I can put this in and then get an extra recruitment slot, so I can get my 6 stegodons. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. What else does this give me, this building? Right, it doesn't give me carnosaurs. I would genuinely consider getting a carnosaur or 2. I do like them, and just to vary it up a little bit. These guys are a little bit low-key for what I need them to do. I'd rather have a carnosaur, even though they are more expensive. Alright, 2 turns. Let's get this up so we can get this to level 3. It's a shame this doesn't actually reduce upkeep for my Sauruses. But hey ho. We're not going to upgrade that. Ow. Alright, none of that worked, but never mind. Lord Croak. Let's get this down to a cooldown of every 60 seconds. Seems like a prudent move. I am aware that that's not raiding, by the way, just in case you were wondering. So I didn't have enough. Well, I didn't have enough movement left to go into raiding stance, so I thought just put him in a different stance, get him into a bit of practice for standing, eh? Okay. So let's turn away from that, but I guess we will flick that over to this in preparation of that next turn. Probably don't want to spend any money this turn. Or at least any money that's not necessary to spend. Not that this is necessary to spend, but you know what I mean. Alright, you can't raid. Right, for some reason I thought they could raid. I don't know why I thought they could raid. Oh well. Never mind, I guess keep doing that. Let's get a little bit more missile strength into those skinks. Sorry, that noise in the background there was me chugging on a monster. I've got these really weird new, the bit where you open the can. Makes drinking from them a bit trickier. Oh, did they take that back? Interesting. Yeah, fair enough. Alright, never mind. Just missing out on a level, aren't we? Ow! Oh, that's really annoying. That's quite a bit of money as well. I don't know if I can beg that off anyone. I suppose you're already military allies with the cult of Sotek, so why not? Really? Alright, hold on. Still leaves me a little bit short, but I should be able to beg this off someone. Ooh, I can still confederate him. He's only got 2 settlements. I do want to confederate to Hanowin. But I don't want to do that just yet, so let's try and get some money off him. Alright, good times. Good job. I suppose with him taking back that changes plans a little bit. Actually going to move you down here, so we conquer that. We should be able to take that with this army. Yeah, we should be fine. And then you smash them down there, and then keep sacking them so we can get booty juice a little bit leveled up. And get this to a point where we don't have to worry about it. Oh, you know what the one annoying thing is actually now I've just remembered? We do get these random beastmen tribes around here. Now when I've got defensive alliances, I don't think I've got one military alliance as well. you really don't want military alliance with these guys, because they can easily declare war on those beastmen, and then obviously if they declare war on them, I've declared war on them. And it's not that beastmen are scary and going to completely crush me, but they are quite annoying, because obviously they're invisible half the time. You don't see them. They move around, and they will snipe a settlement, and it's just really goddamn frustrating. So it's actually not an awful army. I mean, it'd kill it, but it's not pussy, that's for sure. We can get that, but is there something better for us to build just yet? No, there isn't. Okay, fair enough, we'll build that then. It seems the Awakened have now sort of... Ooh, that might get destroyed before I get a chance to destroy it. But it seems the Awakened are definitely holding on to the Fuming Serpent now. Although this is... was it up for level 5 before? I can't quite remember. Thankfully they've not built walls in there, which is
how wise.
Quite good. Oh. It looks like they've enacted a rite of primeval glory. Right, we're almost ready to rock and roll. I'm not going to go and damage the walls any further. Not that they are. No, they're at full strength anyway. But we're going to have a hefty knock to our income. Basically, is that $3,000 the pop, even for Gor-Rok? That doesn't seem right. So $4,000. So sorry, $4,000, 400. So that's what, 8, 16, 24. Yeah, 24, basically. So we're not going to have loads of money left. Did I build that build? I didn't build that building, did I? Where we can get those little dinosaurs from? No. Oh well. Let's see what happens. I would rather they didn't take it, but it's not the end of the world if they did take it. Kind of just walked past it. Interesting. Ooh. Let's go down here and see exactly what they've got defending this settlement. Hopefully it's nothing particularly important. So we would like to build that. But then again, we can also build this gold mine as well. It's probably a better move. It is a better move, but let's get these walls up into place first. And we can get this as well. Not a massive increase, 150, but a bit more than 150 I suppose, but it's still something. Let's increase that. I wonder where they're going. Who else are they at war with? Maybe no one. Alright, we're at war with the Awakened. Interesting. Not sure why they went up that way though. I'm sure they have their reasons.
My axe thirsts for war.
Okay. Well, you're not going to be able to defeat them with this army, that's for sure. You should be able to flee again, but just to be on the safe side. Alright, good job. Won't be much. 4 breaches, wall strength at 80%. It's better than I thought it would be. We should be able to attack them now, right? Without... Yep, no penalties. Alright, let's rock and roll. Not that they have any magic, but... It's not nothing, this army. But I think we've got enough. Alright, so here's where the damage was done. These fort towers are also a bit damaged to start with, which is nice. We will get ready to unleash hell. Have they not even got anyone up on them? Well, they could easily move someone onto them. So we'll start to get ready. Oh, there we go. So a Gor-Rok can just tank any damage from those towers. They do look pretty cool. Look at these guys with their little spears. Which, truth be told, I'm really not sure whether they even fire them. Or whether they throw them when they're fighting. Where are you off to? Can you not shoot? Alright, okay, that's fine. Look at these laddies. Tower's pretty pointless. Alright. Let's get in. Now our plan is to steam in there, and when these guys all bunch around us, to drop a bunch of Deliverance of Itzas. We're just going to pop that down here to protect our dudes. Right, they got pretty tanked on. Alright, get your cameras ready. Probably went a bit extreme with the big version, but let's get it out of the way straight away. Whee! You two go and steam into these lads. It's got absolutely mowed. Oh, these iron breakers over here. Yeah, that's not fun. Alright, let's go with a smaller version over here. Absolutely barbaric. Oh, is there Lord there? I didn't even notice he was there. Let's go tank him a bit. Meanwhile, let's get you up. And you up. Alright, those archers are going to start to annoy us a bit. Crossbowman, I suppose I should say. Let's get them in over here. Keep tanking them. Gor-Rok just basically impervious to damage. Just such an animal. Alright, you are getting a little bit wrecked up over there, which is annoying to see. No, keep firing over there. You literally don't all have to use the exact same bit, right? Man, those iron breakers are pretty tough. Alright, their lord's almost toast. Just come around there. Is he not dead yet? Come on, lads, get up there. Start to move you boys in. Alright, their lord's dead. Let's get Gor-Rok over there to help out. I'm kind of considering dropping a little mini deliverance of Itza over here. I know this one's meant to be against large and single units, but it does the trick here as well. Just to discombobulate them a little bit more than anything else. You probably can get out of there. We'll leave them to deal with them. And get the Saurus in to deal with those depleted iron breakers. And we'll move our big boys into the middle. Where's my others? Oh, actually, you can come around here and fire in their back. You can head up this way. They're doing a pretty decent job. Let's drop down some resistance for our dudes. And I'm just sort of looking where's the best. Hopefully that'll... maybe we'll see. Can drop another one down, obviously. Take a bit of that. Where's Gor-Rok? Oh, there he is. Those dudes are dead. Let's get you down off that wall. Feel the pain. Feel the deliverance. Basically finished them off. Just when we had a Stegadon fleeing as well. Alright. Grind, but you know, what else are you going to do? They're really good Stegadons, man. Just because they come as artillery as well. They're not amazing artillery for infantry. I mean, they do damage, they do kill people, but they're really there just to take down towers and stuff like that and bust holes in walls and then just steam them in with Gor-Rok and with Lord Croak supporting. I mean, you could get more of them. It's just that it's obviously quite expensive, so you want to try and balance your army to be as cost effective as possible. I didn't see what level this was at, actually. I do need money, though, so I'm just going to loot them. Alright, I mean, that's pretty awesome. That's exactly the type of armour Gor-Rok would love. There we go. Booty juice. What's your other dude got? He's got kind of better armour, hasn't he? Alright, you can get that. And Gor-Rok has leveled up. Ah, Honoured Elder. Absolutely. Reduced the cost of our Saurus even more. And obviously some other units. 5% ward save. And +1 public order. So has that actually kicked in? He's into 15 ward save, I presume. Because sometimes those bonuses don't show up straight away. And his redonkulous... I want more missile resistance. Can I get missile resistance anywhere? I don't think I can. But you saw in that last fight, I mean, he barely takes any damage. I mean, he's just an absolute tank. That's what he should be called. Tank-Rok, not Gor-Rok. Pump in a little bit more replenishment. Alright, we've got this at level 4. That's kind of another reason why I didn't want to sack it, because it's you know, unpleasant climate, takes a bit longer to get everything built, so having it at level 4 is pretty decent. We don't need that in there. We will need that. Don't need that. We'll stick some walls in.
take me for a wazzock?
Yeah, this army just can't do diddly squat to them. But that's fine. We'll send Gor-Rok down to actually beat them up, and then we'll just let Booty Juice sack it until these guys get in the vicinity, and then we'll actually take the city. Should probably. Alright. Can't reach us. Look at that, rocked up another army. We could stick him on a cold one, but no, we won't. That would be a bit silly. What else do we want to stick in over here? Certainly want one of these. Not that it's providing much money, but it reinforces other geomantic loci, or whatever they're called. Geomantic webs. So there we go. I'll pop that in, and we will stick this in as well, since it gives bonuses to faction-wide loot post-battle, and that's a pretty nice bonus to have. Doesn't really leave us with a lot of money, but let's see if we can steal a bit of tech.
Don't think so.
We should be fine, like even from the bit of attrition that we'll take. I suppose I could just move up to... Hold on. Any of these stances stop me from taking attrition? Only that, and I need to be at 50% for that anyway, so... Alright, never mind, I'll just take attrition. That's more... That's not actually them taking attrition, that's more them not getting the healing. But it's fine. I'll just sit there.
I will not disgrace my
Deck on them next turn. See if we can do some professional baiting. They come out and then can't actually get back, or have to sprint back to make them a bit weak. Make them winded rather, not weak. Let's wound. Hello. No. Let's not be silly. Oh, look at that. I'm just going to retreat. That actually might have not been the best idea, because no walls here. Very puny garrison, so he might just go, oh well, screw it, I'm coming down this way. It'll take him a little while to get there, at least. We might be able to block him here. Alright, never mind. Let's just attack something. Nice. Annoyingly, I can't encamp, but I could just go into ambush. Hopefully he forgets I'm there. Do have to be a little bit careful, because, you know, rebellions can happen over there. I know I've looked at that ad nauseum, but really it's basically 4 melee attack. That's what I'm getting. It's like 4 melee attacks. I put him up to 63. I think I'm just going to start buffing my units now.
Big on. Do you take me for a wazzock?
Alright, stay there. Ah, nice. I mean, I already had a 100% chance pretty much anywhere in this jungle, but, you know, adding an extra 5% onto it. Alright, I suppose. Don't really want to go to war with them, but, you know. I did kind of say I would be their defensive ally, so, you know. Don't want to look like a lying arsehole. Remember when I said I wanted to sack this city with booty juice? Well... I suppose give that one an extra bump. Surprise! Alright, at least now I can encamp and heal up somewhat. Sweet. He still hasn't got the trait where he gets more for... Oh no, he does actually. Right, fair enough. You can start cleansing corruption, I guess. What was that? We got 20... We got an armour that just gives 20 armour. Is that right? We did. It's not the best. I suppose we give it to the skink chief, since we don't really have anything better to give. We've got some really trash followers and banners. We do have some money. I could probably spend it on something, maybe. No? Okay, never mind. See if you can't kill this guy. Oh well, never mind. He's proper screaming, isn't he? Oh, he's bloody gaming me here because I can't... With him being over here, I can't get this side of the settlement. It's really annoying me. And I need to kill this guy so I can get by with booty juice. No, I can just walk past. Right, okay. I didn't think of that. Let's just do that. Start buffing our I mean, we will buff our Sauruses, but our Sauruses are pretty buff already. I mean, they do actually need a bit more melee attack, that is true. But what does Beast Driver do? Weapon strength, missile strength. Yeah, I would like more missile strength for the Stegodons and all that jazz. So we will do that. I suppose we'll replenish troops a bit more. Can you just run past him? You can. But then again, if you just run past him, then he's just going to run over here, isn't he? So. And he can't reach there, so. Ooh, stop failing! You're all failures. Who'd have thought this one settlement where I was like, nah, I don't need walls there, is actually like kind of like just constantly proving that yeah, I did need walls there, or it would have been handy if. Well, technically, it hasn't come to fruition that I needed walls there because no one's actually sacked it since I said that, but it's caused me some fright, should we say. Alright, so our skinks at least are a bit buffed as well. If only this Tablet of Beasts... Like, I very rarely kind of go down the Tablet of Beasts path, just because... alright, if I use more Pterodon Riders... I do like Pterodon Riders, don't get me wrong, but they're just in a building that I never build. Like, the only reason you would build the Pterodon building is if you were actually buying Pterodons. Like, if they were in another... I think with the Pterodons, they need to do something like what they did with the White Lions for the High Elves, and move them into a building chain where... Like, so they're in the Sisters of Avalon's building chain now, the White Lions, so they make them more viable for you to use, because it's sort of like, okay, well, I'm going to want Sisters of Avalon, but, you know, along the way in building that building, I get White Lions, whereas previously, like, White Lions were in that, in their own building with, like, the Great Eagle, and it's like, why would you ever build that building? Like, you just would never build that building, so you just never recruited them. And I think they should do that with Pterodons, because, I mean, literally, you're just never building this building unless you're playing as which one of the lizard men is it who specialise in this? Is it Tic-Tac-Toe, I think, or one of them anyway? But other than that, like, why are you building this building chain? You're just not. Kind of the same with this as well, with the cold ones. They should just put all of this shit in the like in the beasts, because like surely these are beasts as well, right? Or better yet, put these in the barracks, so you could kind of think of these as being more sort of like infantry army, even though they're cavalry. But you know what I mean. Just combine cavalry and your infantry into one building and put these in the beasts section. Or if you want, I guess, put them in the altar of Sotek. I don't know, whatever. But just put them in a building that you're definitely going to build, so you might actually use them, is my point. Because you don't even get like a hero out of it. Like, I can get why people might not use skinks, but you know, you kind of want to build the skink building at least to the first level, so you can get some skink chiefs, because you do need scouts and they're cheap, right? And in a pinch, you can recruit some skinks. They're cheap and, you know, they do their stuff. But just these two buildings, just never going to build them. Just literally never going to build them. So that's a shame. And again, I would grab these more often. I genuinely would, if they were in a building chain where it's like, I've got that building chain. But there's so many good buildings for lizardmen that you need to build that I just can't justify building either of these two buildings, I'm afraid. And hence, you never get those units. But anyway, rant over. Let's head back to what we're actually going to research. I guess it's more tradable resources, right? Because this isn't super necessary, since I'm not really going to be using many of these units, if at all. I will want to research it at some stage, because, well, mainly for here, but even then it's sort of like... you're usually by the end game by that point. But anyway, yeah, Tablet of Crafts, 5% more tradable resources. How much money do I actually make from trade? Not as much as what you'd think, considering I've got 4 trade partners, but I guess with more resources comes more money, comes yada yada yada. Alright. Did he just go into stealth mode? Oh no. Oh, I can't reach. And if I can't reach, I can't teach. I could stick him on a Pterodon, but no.
No, I will not shame my...
Alright, you really need to block him this turn. And even then I'm not 100% sure it's... Oh no, it's alright actually. What am I talking about? I just move up over here. And then attack him from here. Is he in range? He's not, but it's easy to solve. Now he's in range. You sure about that, son? Where did they get this grudge thrower? I was kind of hoping to auto-resolve this, but... So I'm going to have to fight! And where do we... Oh, we come out the side. Are they going to know we're there? Because that would be pretty funny if I just, like, snuck up through this jungle and rammed into them with my stegodons. That would be pretty awesome. Alright, I'm not really in the mood to get shot at by the grudge thrower. Although you could make the argument that, yeah, we should just stand here and let the grudge thrower shoot at my skinks, because, like, what's it going to do? So, yeah, alright, let's do that. Let's do that. Booty juice here. You there. You there. Can't actually even see us. Alright, let's get the actual useful dudes. Fight me! I'm not gonna lie, the fact that they're all like triple gold chevrons does scare me somewhat. Come on, where are my bloody stegodons? Get on the field. Oh, you think this hell is your friend, do you? Get in the forest. Get in the forest. There we go. Get in the forest. You come here. You guys get in the forest as well. They are sort of starting to fire on us now. Just turned their back on my skink army. Just no respect. Just like, screw them. Don't even worry about skinks. Okay, that doesn't matter that his army marched. Gor-Rok's like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for the fight. Let's go. I don't know how I feel about you shooting their lord. Actually, their faction leader as well. I suppose they didn't completely turn their back on me. Alright, let's just get involved. Here they come. Gor-Rok is ready. Look at that. Gor-Rok impervious to your stupid arrows. They do nothing to me. Look at that, just tanking it up, just like, nah, I'm alright. Nah, I'm alright. Can't hurt me. Shoot, shoot, shoot. As much as you can. You can't hurt me. I'm the Gor-Rok man. Come on, that's it. Join the party. Oh no, you don't want to get involved there. Oh yeah, you can heal some of my dudes once they start taking a few licks. Do you mind? Do you mind not shooting at Gor-Rok? Or rather, Krokgar. I mean, not Krokgar, you know what I'm talking about. Lord Croak. barely take out a grudge for her. How are we doing over here? Smashing people up? Oh, I didn't realise I had you back here. Where am I? Yeah. Let's get these chameleon skinks involved. We're not actually even fighting. We've got some dudes coming back, aren't we? This guy's tanking pretty good. He won't be intimidated. How's it going over here? Still plodding along. Ah, we've got you over here. Right, the Lord's had enough. Right, just pile on him. Right, I think these guys are all basically dead. But let's just chase them off. Alright, up the hill. Got work to do. Sort of shoot off in the forest. To be fair to these skinks, they've kind of held up a bit longer than I expected them to hold up. Oh, he's still not dead. Well, he is basically. All of you need to be on melee mode. You three need to steam in over there. Let's get you in the back over there. I don't really care about this unit of miners. What the hell's going on over here? Oh, you don't need to chase down. The rest of you come back this way. There's a lot of scattering going on. Bit of rear charging. Eat that, dwarfs. Don't really want to waste the deliverance of Itza over here, but I guess we will on these guys. Gor-Rok having a little bit of a breather. Alright, that messed them up. Oh, Gor-Rok, run in the back there. Oh, that was pretty fun. A few kills they got. It's unreal. I mean, they are like, you know, tier 1 scrubs and they're skinks. But what I was quite impressed with is that I know that they outnumbered the dwarves that they fought over there, but I genuinely thought that they would break quicker. But I mean, it's really hard for him to deal with dwarf warriors. I mean, dwarf warriors are just in another league compared to skink cohort. Especially triple gold. But, you know, they held up. Cool. 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 Alright, the juice. Squeeze the juice. comes he had that spell already, that... So he literally starts with Earthblood. I mean, I know it doesn't heal a lot, but that's pretty good. Let's keep going down that route. Alright, everything's fine over there. We would like to build that building, but I also want walls up here just in case there's some shenanigans. Kind of don't really need you down there anymore. I suppose you could try and kill this guy. No. Not even my constant smacking of the spine of Sotek dwarfs is changing his opinion of me. That hurts me. That hurts me. I wish... I want everyone to like me. Even people who I'm killing, I want them to like me. Oh well. Hello. Join war against the World Walkers. Someone who I don't even know. But you don't want me to join them that much. Don't join that war that much, do you? Ooh, is he down to one settlement? Well, I think it might be time to confederate to Henawan. Because I don't want him killed.
The expedition was created to destroy...
Kitties... Mother duckers. Strength 7, eh? Alright, come here. Give me all of your money. Alright, give me some of your money. Give me a small portion of your money. An incredibly tiny portion of your money. Ooh. I know it seems pretty petty, but I want 300 gold for this. Ooh. That can't just be to Henowin, right? To Henowin. Have you got another crap army somewhere that I don't know about? Yes, you do. Okay. Oh, look at that. You got a Croxagore. The lesser seems Croxagore. I'll take that off you there. Let's have a look at a Croxagore Ancient while we're at it. Why do I never recruit them? It's because, let's see. Okay, that's not terrible. It's alright, I like that. Yeah, more hit points. Standard. No missile resistance there. Okay, fair enough. And he gets obdurate till death. +5 melee resistance, melee defense and missile resistance. Constant to anyone around him. Okay, it's quite good. Reptilian instincts. Don't really care about that 15 charge bonus, but 10% weapon strength. I mean, he's already got pretty decent weapons. Well, I suppose he's been bumped up already from there, but generally speaking, they've got pretty good weapon strength, so, you know, 10% seems pretty good. Intimidating bulk. This is so rubbish, it's unbelievable. So let's take a look at what his weapon damage does. He doesn't actually have anything that goes into bonus versus large, but, like, who cares when you've got 483 weapon strength and you're going to add 10 that's specifically for large? Scary. And we add terror as well. That's a really crap. But then again, looking at it, he doesn't really have loads to give, so I suppose you could end up giving him that. Meat shield. Yeah, that's pretty good. Croxagores, sacred Croxagores. 10% physical resistance, quite like that. And dealer in death. Gives them more melee attack and weapon strength. Good. No upkeep bonus for him, which is a bit of a shame. But, you know, does make them a bit tankier and a bit more damage dealier. Would like to see a little bit of melee defense in there as well. I suppose this is supposed to be that. That's not really great. Other than that, he kind of levels up here very similar to the way a Saurus Old Blood levels up, it seems. So he gets this. I don't think they get this at the end. Oh, wait, hold on. Miasma of Despair. It's only a hex, though. If that was constant as well, that would be maybe even a bit OP, actually, now thinking about it. But that's alright. That's not bad. Hold on, what is it? Just do it again? Alright, so... Well, that's a bit lame. So it replaces it, and it doesn't actually make the effects any better. It just makes it slightly longer by 8 seconds. That's a bit poo. I mean, obviously this is better than this, but, you know, a bit disappointed in that. And then everything down here is quite the same. Yeah, lack of upkeep cost reduction and lack of magic makes the Kroxigor Ancient just a little bit underwhelming. I think if they ever get round to reworking this game, and maybe they do it in Warhammer 3, but I do think that every unit in the game should really be like super viable on legendary difficulty, but not with every lord. Now, I reckon that if you're using a Kroxigor Ancient, right, this is right, this is correct that they should be buffing Kroxigors, right? If that's what you want for Kroxigor Agent as a lord to be Kroxigor focused, but you need to give them more. You need to make it so, like, right, when a Kroxigor Ancient is leading Kroxigors into battle, these guys are like triple hard, not double hard, triple hard. And, you know, that's just not enough. And he needs to get some upkeep reduction, I think. I mean, I suppose technically he does add, but then again, anyone can add this, the 8 melee attack. I just want more. You see what I mean? I want each lord, whether it be legendary or regular lords, to sort of really specialise in some troops so that you have more unit diversity. Unfortunately, on legendary difficulty, for melee units, you really need that lord that's running them to buff them like super hard. But anyway, rant over. You're deleted. Alright, still leaves us obviously massively over budget. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do about that as well. I mean, obviously I can cut this army down massively. Let's just see how Tehenowan, how they... That's so annoying. So 2 points wasted here. You definitely want to put him on the Engine of the Gods. You get the awesome beam of light from the sky. He's got the Plaque of Sotek, which is actually pretty good. It's pretty good. You want him casting a lot. They buffed him up a bit as a fighter. Haven't given him anything there. Tehenowan, Fanatic. That's nice. It's pretty good. But then again, it locks the other one. Right, so let's see which one's best. So Fanatic. If we go down the Fanatic route, it makes him a better fighter, and then gives us something that's pretty rubbish. Basically read that as 10% weapon strength. Gives Skinks more armor and more melee defense, as well as Bastillodons, the Ark of Sotek specifically. No, it gives them armor, but it gives Skinks armor and melee defense. Okay, it's pretty good. And the Tide of Sotek gives them attack, and gives the Bastillodon leadership. Okay, maybe. Promises of Reconstruction, all provinces +2 public order, and then 30% tax rate for the local province and untainted for the local province. Okay, I mean, if that was faction-wide tax, that would be pretty awesome. These next ones better be really good. Okay. Not horrific. I like the replenishment rate, but you can get pretty good replenishment for Lizardmen anyway. And whilst I just did rant about you need upkeep reduction, when it's upkeep reduction on what are inherently your cheapest units in your roster, it's not quite as great. It's not quite the level of the line of thinking that I was going down. Now, yes, it does reduce the upkeep by 20% of the Bastillodon Art of Sotek, which, you know, is is some upkeep reduction. That is a bit of upkeep reduction, because whilst it's not the most expensive monster, it's, you know, still a monster. They're generally more expensive than skinks and stuff like that. So it's alright, but just unfortunately, even red-crested skinks. I mean, let's just have a quick look how much red-crested skinks are now. Admittedly, it's with 3 armies, so obviously their cost is slightly changed. So, alright, 137. Ooh, 150. Now, let's have a look at where is it? That's the solar engine. Okay, so the Ark of Soto, 250. It's not that expensive, actually, now thinking about it. I thought it might be a bit more. But still, alright, 20% on something that costs 250. That's pretty solid. That's a decent reduction in upkeep, because what, 50 would be 50. That's yes, 50. So instead of 250, they cost 50, right? That's pretty decent. I mean, they cost 200 instead of 250. All right, let's go back to him again. And sacrificial offerings. I guess that's if you actually use him as a. If he's your like if you're using his faction, that sacrificial offerings. Global recruitment +1, recruitment capacity +1 for local recruitment. That's all right. I do think this is the better way to go. Yeah, like 100% is the better way to go. So that's fine. Alright, that's not it's not the end of the world. Let's see what he's got over here. So he's got a skink chief who is perceptive, who's completely level 1. Alright, let's get rid of you. He's got 2 Saurus Scar veterans, who's also level 1. Tactician. Yeah, don't massively care. And this one's also level 1. Disciplined. Alright, that's more like it. Might keep you. It's got a lot of chameleon skinks, isn't it? Alright, basically we're just getting rid of this army. We're not losing money, that's what's important. And unfortunately for Booty Juice, we'll level him up a little bit over here. But Booty Juice is just because I can't disband a legendary lord, right? You can't just kick him out because he's legendary. Although I suppose you can replace him, but it still leaves me with, oh no, I could replace him and then kick him out. I could do that, couldn't I? And then again, with these skinks over here, oh no, I'll have a little think about it. Let's get him down this way. Because it's beneficial to level up a legendary lord, and then Booty Juice can just come in when I get my 3rd lord. Alright, that's the plan. That is the plan. Sorry, Booty Juice. Needs must.
I have no time for this.
I have no time for this. Now, obviously we're going to have some public order issues. -8. Is that really messing up anywhere? As of yet, not. And let's see what they've done here. Okay. No walls, so we want to rectify that pretty sharpishly. Top level here, though, that's pretty good. We're up to level 3 here. Oh crap, you know what I've not been doing? I've left this on, haven't I? I'm not actually recruiting any units. So, still at level 2 here, though, which is a bit of a shame. But we will plop that in. Let's come back here. We do want the public order building because, well, it's just one settlement, and we're not going to be spending a lot of time over there at the moment. I'm not against that building being there. It's just that this is probably going to be a money-making province. It's 4 settlements. Whenever you've got a 4-settlement province, you really want to focus money from those because you can get the best multipliers and stuff like that. 3 or 2 settlement provinces. 2 it can be a bit tricky because you might need more buildings to be able to do it, but 3 settlement provinces usually I'll make recruitment centres and then turn them into money-making provinces as they become further away from the front line. But this I certainly want as a money-making province. Yep, so let's just get rid of these. That's fine, because this helps everywhere and adds a little bit extra public order as well. This is fine. So we'll stick walls in over here. I suppose that's okay. Yeah, we'll stick walls in and we'll... on this building, I suppose. How many settlements does the Huntsman's expedition or whatever they're called got?
Exactly 3 seconds.
Shut up. He's got 9. Okay, that's quite a lot. If he had less, I would just conquer him, but he's got a lot.
I'll ignore that.
Oh yeah, and I'm at war with him, aren't I?
You have exactly 3 seconds before I signal.
Alright. Alright, what I do is once I've just sacked this once properly, you fuck around over here leveling up until Tehenowen comes down. Meanwhile, Gor-Rok's going to go up here, and Gor-Rok's just going to stomp any pussy army like this. Look at this guy. Let's look at the dwarf. Alright. Head that way. I suppose we'll get you up there as well. Boost income, I guess. Oh! Fiddlesticks. Did not see that. Alright, no mind. It doesn't matter too much. Even if I lose that settlement up there, it doesn't matter too much. Are you just going to literally ask me this all the bloody time? I normally wouldn't have done it, but since he insisted on asking me a million times. Don't they have someone else here? I'm a bit confused. I feel like they're playing possum. Alright, let's give him more defense. Alright, yeah, I thought that was the case. I don't think we've talked about this actually at all. I kind of overlooked it. So he has this move called Colossal Deliverance, where it will damage all the walls of the target settlement. But like it has like a cooldown which is like really long, so you can't just like, you know, do it to every settlement. Like you've got to wait quite a few times. I think it's like 20 turns or something like that. So you got this which will reduce the cooldown, and then you've got this which damages all the water. Yeah, so it's kind of like you sack the settlement, except you don't get money for it, but like it damages all the buildings and lowers the settlement tier. You know, truth be told, kind of pointless. I've never used it. Can't think of a situation I'd want to use it. I mean, never say never, right? But yeah, it's just who cares? This is ultimately what you need to take from that. Ooh. Alright, now you need to run.
There'll be no pacts. Leave.
Why am I keeping this guy? Oh yeah. One thing I also didn't look at, he's got the Blade of Serpent Tongue, which is quite nice. I mean, that buff is like super good. It gives all allies within 40 meters, basically lets them poison people. That's really good. Oh, actually, does it, or does it just imbue an 8% charge bonus? I'm not 100% there. No, effects imbued. I'm not 100% sure. I might be wrong there. If it only gives 8% charge bonus, that's shit. But anyway, we looked at the plaque of Sotek. He also has this plaque of domination. Okay, no, that's quite good. 5% research rate, and lowering, helping like when things are on the verge of routing, and help them route. I'm going to get him off this Ripperdactyl though, just if anything, just to save money. I mean, why not? Alright, we 100% want walls here as soon as possible, and we want this building as well. Meanwhile, you run down here. We're not really making much money, so I don't want to spend any more money unless it's absolutely necessary, or that building is going to make me some money. I would like to upgrade that, but we're just not making enough money right now. The juice. Let's give you some more cunning. What's your deal? I like the fact that you've got campaign movement range, I'm not going to lie, but you've been kind of leveled up in a horrifically bad way, so I see you. Yes, I suppose that is correct. I mean, maybe I could have just left that skink there just to keep an eye on the huntsman. Actually, maybe I should have done. But then again, he was leveled up terribly. I don't like units that are leveled up terribly, unless they're legendary lords, and then you've kind of just got to lump it sometimes that you've confederated, like what we're doing with Tehena 1. But
No, blame you.
nice. I do like that, because I don't tend to run too many mages, like skink mages, in my armies for lizard men, so I don't get that many, like your magic item chance of finding isn't as great, so anytime you get that is pretty good. Has he already got one in his... Why can't he use it? Does it go to someone else? Skink Chief, maybe? No? Or does it go specifically to the mage? That's a bit lame. No, hold on. Or maybe they can use it, but like... I don't have a spare one, if that makes sense. So... No, what was it that I got? Hold on, let me just double check. Alright, can they only be used by the mages then? That's a bit crap. Or disappointing, to say the least. Alright. Jungle toxins. I don't know why I'm still running this guy in my army. It's just the replenishment rate, maybe. I don't know. I just don't normally have them, so I just felt like saying something slightly different. Alright, you're on your way. A little bit extra cash. You're there, that wall will be up in 2 turns. Hopefully that will be in time. This will give us an extra 150 gold, roughly. A bit more, actually. It'll give us a bit more overall because we'll produce some more golden idols, which will obviously we'll be trading as well, so all adds up. Boo. Alright, Gor-Rok. I'm going to manually fight this. Just because whilst Lord Croak's kind of like everything else that you're taking now, like he's got all what he needs, Gor-Rok still has a lot of skills that I want to get. I mean, Gor-Rok's just got so many skills that you just want to get. Like there's almost like it's hard to put a foot wrong with Gor-Rok, but in terms of what you're taking. But also on the flip side, you just got so much that you're going to end up leaving some good stuff out. But anyway, can I just sit up here and fire him? Sort of. I mean, they're going to annoy the life out of me with their little, like... with their stupid, whatchamacallits, menace from below. But, you know, it's the price of doing business. And plus, I like it up here because it means they'll all kind of bunch up, and that's really what I want. So I can just take a crap on them with Deliverance of Itza. Just can't quite get over there with the camera. Wow, some of them just exploded. Oof. Life is cheap. Looks so cool. They got metal armor on. I think they wouldn't give slaves some metal armor. Alright, here they come. Gor-Rok down there. He just ran away. He was like, oh no, screwed up. It's Gor-Rok. Oh, I could have dropped another one. Unfortunately, I'm going to be gone by the time I get there. Oh, maybe I should have just steamed into it, so that made more sense. Ooh! 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 Almost forgot about these idiots. Good thing I turned around, because I was just kind of trying to grab my what do you call them? These guys, the chameleon skinks.
Sword as ice. Sword ice.
I was going to say no need to chase. Oh, you're coming back for some more.
Come back. Sorceress.
Why? Alright, I was about to say, why isn't that it? There's still a unit somewhere that hadn't broken. Oh man, lost 7 units. It's quite annoying. Oh, I could have got more kills. I should have used it on those 3 units that had bunched together that were like being held by really one, because one of them wasn't actually engaging, but there were 2 units of spearmen behind me. Would have got probably about another 150 to 200 more kills if I'd used it there. Nice. Yeah, good. Alright, I like that. That's pretty good. And he's already got the fan reaver. I give him poison attacks. I mean, this extra 30 magic resistance is a little bit crazy, right? Because that's factored in there, so he's at 60 magic resistance. What am I going to take out to give him poisoned attacks? I mean, I'm not going to lie, poison attacks are pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of fun having 60 magic resistance, but it's not really necessary. I suppose give them that as well. Alright, Croaky Wokey. Let's give your leadership aura size. Let's increase that. Gor-Rok, let's make Stegodon's that bit more tankier. Don't want the garrison taking any of the experience away. Alright, so we're losing 5% replenishment for 10 turns. Well, be fine. Now, being able to deploy a unit in Vanguard is quite handy. It's not so handy that... He kind of really doesn't need this, because his vigor's perfect anyway. It is nice giving him a speed buff, because every so often, because he is pretty slow. But I reckon that's probably more useful for someone else. Like this guy. Right. Just checking that everything was in order. And just straight up 10% weapon strength. Okay, that sounds quite fun. Boom. You a bit more of that. And I'm going to end this episode here. If you've found what you've watched, if you've liked it, if you've enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like to the video. And if you haven't, feel free to leave a dislike. Yeah, things are going all right. We're obviously going to level up Tehenowan at the beginning of the next episode a little bit over here. I'm going to send Gor-Rok now that he's dealt with that rebellion. I'm going to send him up here and he can pretty much single-handedly... Maybe, well, I don't want to extend too far, but taking this province certainly seems like a good plan. I can't take all of it because these guys have got Chakwa, but that's fine. They can have it for now. We can take the other 2 settlements, and then we'll see where we're at. But that's the plan for the next episode. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.